What's up, Japan enthusiasts? 皆さんこんにちは. I'm Max. Welcome back to my channel where we dive into the world of Nihongo and Japanese culture. In this video, I picked 5 different kanjis that I think are cool or beautiful. So out of the 5 kanjis that I picked, 4 of them are actually useful and the kanjis that you should know. But I picked one kanji that I don't think you will actually see in your entire life. I don't know, you might see it, but it's not useful. It's just really cool, and that's probably something that you wanna know just to be more interested in kanji or Japanese language. Well, before we get into the 5 kanji that I picked, let me talk a little bit about kanji. What is kanji to begin with? So kanji is basically Chinese characters, and Japan brought Chinese characters into our own language back in the day, and we use it now. Okay, so that's the super brief introduction to kanji. The reason why I decided to make this video is because I wanted to share the beauty of kanji or the coolness of kanji with you. Kanji has different parts in it, and each part resembles something. Back in the day when the kanji was made, when the Chinese characters were made, they basically drew pictures, and those picturized letters became solid letters that we have now. If you look back at how they were made, you can also see what the kanji actually means. That's cool, right? Also, I do Shodo. I do calligraphy, Japanese calligraphy, and that's where I can express myself a lot with what I write. With each kanji, I kind of picturize, or I try to think about what the kanji can show. I think about how I should write it to express this feeling, or like this vibe that can share my expressions with you. And that's something really cool about it, and that's why I love doing Shodo. To introduce the 5 kanji I picked, I actually did Shodo on each one of them. I'm gonna be showing you the videos of me writing the kanjis too while I talk about each one of them. So let's get into it. The first kanji I picked is megumu or megumi. This kanji means blessing. So it could be blessing from nature, blessing from God, blessing from anything, anybody. I picked this kanji because I simply thought it would be really nice to share this one with you, because that's such a beautiful kanji with a beautiful meaning. We actually use that word a lot in life, like daichi no megumi, so blessing from the land. If you are talking about like crops or vegetables that grow on the land, and we eat them and we embrace the blessing from the land. Or we say ten kara no megumi, so blessing from the sky, from the heaven, which is rain. Without the rain we can't grow anything, right? We won't survive. So we say ten kara no megumi. A lot of women have names with this kanji, megumi, and some of them are even just megumi. That's a name, megumi. Such a beautiful name, right? And this doesn't have to be religious. It's anything, any kind of blessing. And in my Shodo, it is really hard to turn this picture or this idea into words. That's why I do Shodo as an art, so that I can just express it by just showing it to you. But I wanted to make it not sharp looking or like not too super firm, but I wanted to make it soft and that feelings of kindness. I wanted to show that. But even if you sensed something different from the art, that's also right, correct, true, because that's how you feel about the art. And that's the beauty of Shodo too. And that's the beauty of kanji too, actually. Next up, hana. If you are familiar with Japanese language or kanji, you probably think of hana as this one. Well, yes, that's also hana, which means flower, but I picked a different style of hana. And this one doesn't only mean flower, but it can also mean graceful, splendid, magnificent, gorgeous, beautiful, and all those meanings combined in one kanji. Isn't that so cool? Just showing this kanji means that much of a thing. And like the kanji before, Megumi, a lot of women have this kanji in their names. Yeah, and the reason for me picking this kanji is it has a lot of good meanings. This time I tried to write it as gracefully as I could. I hope that you get the feeling of the, I don't know if that's a right word, but beautifulness or magnificence of the kanji. Alright, so the next one is inochi. So why I picked this? Because it's important. It's life, your life. Life is important, right? In Japanese, we have mainly two different words for life, and one is jinsei. That means life in terms of like daily life, like you wake up, you go to work, you brush your teeth, come home, you brush your teeth again, and then you go to bed. That's jinsei. But inochi is more like destiny kind of life, basically live or die, that kind of life. For example, if you I don't really like talking about this kind of stuff, but if you happen to kill a bug, that's the bug's inochi, life. You took away their life, their inochi. You know, once you start thinking about inochi, you start thinking more about your jinsei, everyday life, and that's, I think, what's really beautiful in the concept of this kanji. Because we have this kanji, I think we tend to think more about our life. I think it's really, really beautiful. How I write it in the Shodo art, I wanted to show the strength that everybody has in their life. And also the vulnerability of life. But yeah, that's life, that's inochi. Before we get into the next one, I actually have my Shodo art on sale, and you can check it out in the description. And I'm also gonna be putting now all the kanji that I picked as a Shodo art on that page too. So please check it out, and I have a lot more cool Shodo art on it. So just look at it, just check it out. This is the fourth kanji I picked. Omou. Just like hana, if you are familiar with Japanese language or kanji, you might think of this one instead of this one that I picked. You can use either one for the word omou, to think. So the normal one doesn't really have so much emotions in it. It's just thinking. It's just to think, like in your head, just thinking about something. But the one that I picked in this video, this one has more emotions in it. The top part means I, opponent, basically opponent or the person that you're talking to. This kanji has that meaning in there, and the bottom part means heart. When you use this kanji, you have more emotional attachment to your thinking. So when you think about somebody, well, in a romantic way, you will definitely use this kanji. But if you're just thinking about something like, oh, what should I eat for dinner, that kind of thinking, you don't use this kanji specifically. Why I picked this kanji? It has emotions and it can mean something really, really beautiful and romantic. And once you know this kanji, you will be seeing this kanji a lot in songs. You will see this kanji a lot. I didn't want to make it so weird or so not in the right shape in my Shodo art. So I just wrote it with my omoi, basically. and I hope that you can feel that too. Last one, todoroki. This one is really powerful, and you will probably never see it unless you read manga, you read novels, or if you listen to songs. Maybe some songs might use this kanji, but todoroki basically means a like roaring sound, like a big sound, like that's todoroki. Maybe lightning, the sound of lightning can be like todoroki. So how this kanji is formed is really interesting, and that's one of the reasons why I picked this kanji. This kanji means car, and todoroki has 3 of these kanji. They're loud, I guess. I don't know why the ancient people thought that this could be the kanji for roaring sound. In my shodo, I wanted to totally explode, really wild, and show the loudness of this kanji. I hope that you feel the energy from the kanji. Well, you might not ever use it or see it in your Japanese learning or speaking or listening, but I hope you found it interesting, and you might see it one day. You might see it one day, and then you will know what it is. Okay, so those are the kanji, 5 kanji that I picked. I hope you liked them, and I hope you found them interesting, because I really liked all those kanji. I really liked writing them, and I hope you liked my shodo art too. Like I said in the middle of the video, I have shodo art on sale on Redbubble, and also I have an Instagram account for my shodo art, Max Shodo. If you are interested, please check it out, and that makes me really happy, and I hope you will find your favorite kanji on my Redbubble or on my Instagram. So if you liked this video, please hit the like button, and please leave a comment and tell me or tell everybody your favorite kanji or your thoughts on the kanji that I picked. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, this Max Japanese channel, please hit the subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.